Good morning to the Empower You Energy Healing Tribe. It's great to be here. Got to wait to see if anyone is able to join me live. I know a lot of people might be at work, even though it's kind of in between Christmas and New Year. A belated Happy Christmas to you all. And, happy 2022, which is almost upon us. I got the inspiration to do this live stream when I was in meditation the other day, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool to revisit some old principles that I used to do years ago? Got a comment, someone saying hello. I don't know who it is because using this program it doesn't show the comments as to who it is. But hello and welcome to the stream anyway. Because I know years ago I used to use brain training technology to reprogram your subconscious mind, visualization, seeing yourself achieving something, getting into the feeling of it, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. There's all kinds of controversy as to whether this stuff actually works or not. But I think ultimately the difference between where you are now and what you want, your desire, if you like, the only difference between it is the resistance, how much you actually believe, even albeit on a subconscious level. On your conscious mind, you may think, well, I do believe, but there could be some stuff going on in the background. Not active, not awareness. Sorry, struggling for my words. That is not known in your conscious mind. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be fun to revisit some of those old principles, some of those old techniques? And that's kind of where we're at today. So what I want from you guys is for you to grab a pen and paper, first of all. So I'm going to be writing a little bit in a moment. So I'll give you a moment or two to grab a pen and paper. I don't want you to type this out. I want you to write it out. There's something more magical, it's claimed, when you write, which connects deeply with your subconscious mind. It's more of a dedication, a declaration, I should say. I've made a few notes rather than waffle on and get distracted. Right, so what we're doing, why we're doing it, yes. So hopefully you've got a pen and paper, and if you're watching this on the replay, welcome to you all as well. I know we've got Sam Whittaker in the house. Hi Sam, thank you for joining me. We've got Kathy Shooter in the house. Thanks for joining me, Kathy. We've got another hi, Danny, as well. Hello, whoever you are. Right, so before you write down what you want, I want you to think about it. Is it worthy of you? Is it something that stretches you a little bit? Is it something that you think, God, I don't know how I'm going to create this. I don't know how I'm going to achieve it. And that's okay if it does. In fact, it's good. Is it something that excites you? Something maybe you've been procrastinating about for the longest time? Maybe you want to change careers. Perhaps it's a new romantic relationship. It could be moving house. It could be starting your own business. It could be any amount of things. And it's purely personal to you. And like I say, if it's something you're excited about, something worthy of you, you're more likely to stick to the distance. And I'm going to do this with you all live as well. So get your pen and paper. And before you write it down, I want you to connect with what it is in your mind. And there'll be nothing new here to those who've been seeking for a while. It's been years since I've actually done this kind of stuff, really. what we're going to do today and moving forward. So now I want you to write down in the present tense, I am so happy and grateful now that I have and then fill in your own blank. Whether it's your own new business, your new home, new romantic partner, or whatever else. I've got to write mine down as well. Right, there's mine written down. There's no hurry if you haven't finished. Take the time, get it right. I'll give you another little moment of that. No hurry. Excuse me. So, got a couple more people saying hello. Don't know who you are, but hello. Thank you for joining me, everyone. And I want you to just read back what you've written down in your mind. And I want you to write down on a scale of 1 to 10 how likely you feel like you're going to be able to achieve this. A scale of 1 to 10. 10, yep, it's a done deal, no problem. 1, little to no confidence or self-belief. And whatever it is, just be honest. We're going to look at that a bit later on in the stream, but just make a note of how you currently feel about it. Oh, thank you. Someone saying Trish, Monica, and Deline have also said hello. So thank you for that. Whoever you are for updating me, welcome to you all. We've got 8 people on. Woohoo! I'm chuffed with that. I am. Yeah. So what's next? Sorry, I get my notes again. So I've written it down. On, and I want you to write after what you've just written down, this or something even better. This or something even better. And Pat McKay is in the house. Hello, Pat. Ooh, thank you for joining me. Must be quite early where you are in Canada. I think you're in Canada. I'm sure you are. Could be wrong. I used to live in Canada. I used to live in Medicine Hat, Alberta, which I enjoyed immensely. Lovely. I love the Canadian people. So this or something better. Next, I want you to think about what steps will you commit to each day until the end of March. Now, I don't expect you to have a definitive plan at this stage, and it'll change as you move towards your desire. But in the short term, I want you to think about maybe audios you can listen to on a daily basis to help you. In the past, I used to use what we called paraliminals, which were audio tracks where you had one narrative going in your left ear, a different narrative going in your right ear. What it did was it confused your conscious mind, putting that to sleep because it couldn't cope. And then both narratives were accepted deep into the subconscious mind, and that took it on board. What you could also do while you were in this alpha state or deeper is to start visualizing and affirming what it is you wanted to achieve, while all the while there was a narrative going on in your subconscious mind, on abundance, on abundant principles, etc. Maybe you could just go onto YouTube and do a search for guided meditations for abundance and manifestation. You could, another one is to get out your drawer every day, read out, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have, and then what it is that you want to desire. You could also, when you're in the meditation, get into the feeling state of having it, being it, doing it, achieving it, whatever it is. And then you could commit to taking one action step per day towards it, or one action step a week, or 2 or 3 action steps a week. Or you might like to just say, I'm going to wait for inspiration to land. And I can say from experience, inspired action does tend to yield more results and traction than doing something that doesn't come from inspiration. But both can be powerful. So what audios do you already have at your disposal? Like for me, I've got Barefoot Doctor tracks from Amped, Volume 1, 2 and 3 on all kinds of things, manifestation, abundance, money, love, the list goes on, career. I've got some of these micro doses Blessing Me sent me before he died, obviously, which have never been released to this day. Hopefully they will one day see the light of day. We've got Kathy saying, this is great timing for me. I had decided to use my book this year, and following the self-coaching program in it, I decided to commit to a couple of goals in key areas of my life, and setting this intention here helps me to seal a deal. Good for you, Kathy. I'm glad it is helping. Maybe you've got Paraliminals from Paul Sheely. Maybe John Asaroff's winning in a game of money. There's all kinds of things. We can share resources, but I want to be careful here, and I want to add the caveat that when I say share resources, I don't want to be in breach of any copyright laws. And I know intellectual property and property rights. So I don't want to go down the route of people sharing programs they've paid for and they haven't got the right to share them outside of that. But certainly share free resources, maybe in the chat, anything you found on YouTube that is free to be able to share for others, or write your ideas in the chat. Either now or ongoing. Let's see what else I've got written down. But I did a quick search the other day for guided meditations on YouTube, and I found some quite easily for abundance, or whatever it is you might want to achieve. Just checking my notes. We can have regular support and updates in this group to support each other. Maybe you're struggling to find motivation, or you're lacking in self-belief or confidence. Or you want to share some wins, some action steps you've taken. If you feel comfortable doing so in a public domain, it's not obligatory. What else? Does anyone have any questions or comments so far, please? I know there's about a 10-15 second delay between me asking stuff and it coming through, so I'll just give it a bit of time. Sam says, I have decided to use a word in 2022 to apply to all areas of my life. My word is commitment. I'm fully committed to my growth. my health, my wealth, love. I love this idea of commitment. I'm holding myself accountable. Sam, thank you, Sam, for that. And yeah, we can all hold each other, uh, hold each other accountable. Couldn't think of the word there. Someone saying that their word is creativity. Another good one. Thank you for that. Oops, I'll stop at but I'm going across the bottom. Right. So I want you to think about one action step you could take. Like if you want a new partner, for example, maybe you need to join a dating website. Someone's not just going to knock on your door, or maybe get out and socialize more. If you want a new career, you might need to update your CV or start seeing what's out there in the job market, doing some market research. Or if it's starting your business, maybe you need to here's a big scary one. You need to register with HMRC. Oh, that one was a big scary one for me when I went self-employed in 2013, I think it was. But when I did it, I was like, well, that was easy. But whatever it is, think about one action step you could take and what comes up. So I want to do a little clearing session to help you move forward. And what comes up now? When you think about taking an action step towards it. So I'm saying one action today is watch YouTube for a start. Thank you. So yeah, that's a good one. Pat says I'll be reading more and less internet time. That's always a good thing, yes. Thank you for sharing. So in a moment, we'll do a little bit of clearing, but just think about taking a step in the direction of what it is you want to create. What comes up? Maybe some anxiety, some self-doubt, some fear, some apprehension, some procrastination, some, it's never going to work. It's never worked in the past. Why is it going to work this time? Why bother? Whatever it is, just feel it. Allow it to be there. Scale of 1 to 10, what number is it? What number is that resistance, that fear, that anxiety, that procrastination, that why bother feeling? And then I want you to welcome that discomfort, which can feel counterintuitive and it can also feel uncomfortable, but just welcome it. This can set you free. Go in the direction of it. Don't push it away, deny it, numb it, block it, make it wrong. Just welcome it. And ask yourself, could I just let this feeling go? And hopefully the answer is yes. And then would I, if I could, let these feelings go? And again, hopefully you can. And then when? When could you and would you let them go? And a really good time would be right here and right now in this moment. And if you can say yes, just take a deep breath in. And then blow it all out slowly through your mouth. Let's go to the comments for a moment. Someone's saying fear of failure and a waste of time and effort. I'm sure we can all resonate with that at some point or other. And the one is procrastination is 10 because it's been a habit putting off things till I feel more energy or time. Kathy saying my fear is becoming distracted by all the craziness going on in the world. COVID has really absorbed my attention recently. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, my camera's gone blurry for some reason. I don't need another camera already. I just friggin' bought this one not long ago. Anyway, so revisit. No, I wasn't fucking cheap either. Pardon my language. So I want you to revisit how it makes you feel. And notice where it is in your body and just welcome it again. And could you just let it all go? Allowing it to be as big as it needs to be. And if you say, no, I can't let this go. No, I just can't. Just get one step ahead and see, well, could I let the resistance to letting all of this go? And this is coming from a place of wanting to control. And if it is, just welcome that as well. Allow it to be as big as it needs to be. And would you, if you could, just let all of this go? Hopefully the answer is yes. And when? Right here, right now. Deep breath in. Blow it out through your mouth. Seen any mind, let it go. Letting it all go, letting it all go. Okay. And now reflect as you think about the procrastination, the fear, the worry, whatever it is. What number is that now? Is it the same? Is it worse? Has it come down? So thinking about taking that action step again. So once in my realization that I need to do less in order to do more, that's scary for me. Yeah, less is often more. So one once said to Buddha, so the story goes, Buddha, how often should I meditate? He says, an hour a day. I said, an hour a day? I haven't got time for that. He says, in that case, I recommend 2 hours a day. And it took me a long time to understand that. But I now realize that the calmer your mind is, the less chaos your thinking is and contaminated. The more you can get done, you just do it. It's so true. So yes, less is more. Dinah Lane, I definitely want to focus on our own. Hi, Dinah, by the way. I want to focus on our own world, but it is like an addiction. Oh, sorry, that's Kathy's response to Dinah. I beg your pardon, I misunderstood that. Yes, so once more, think about taking that one action step. My camera's blurry, it's done me head in. I'll not be happy if I've got to buy yet another one. Now welcome those discordant fears. Whatever it stands for, whatever it means to you, welcome it. We'll go through it quicker this time. Allow it to be as big as it needs to be. Would I just let this all go? Yes. Could I just let it all go? Yes. And when? Right here, right now. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Let it all go. Safe to let it all go. Someone's saying my screen looks clear. It doesn't on my end. So thank you. Thank you. So hopefully that has got rid of some of the noise, some of the resistance. If anyone's got any questions, comments, we will keep revisiting this. I plan on doing a weekly update live stream where we'll keep each other accountable. Maybe do some more clearing. An audio I found really useful was one of Teal Swan's to Meet Your Future Self. I've done that 4 times in the last 2 years. And the idea is you can collapse the timelines quickly, your 5-year timeline within days or weeks. Yeah. That's helped me through grief of losing my father. Do I still miss him? Of course I do. But it has helped me to get over it, to come to terms with it, to accept it much quicker than perhaps others have. I don't know. What was I going to say? Just a little bit of personal one for me. I just want to say, on a personal note, I have already won the lottery by being here. Whether my manifestation comes to life, comes to fruition or not, it doesn't matter to me because I've already won the lottery. I'm still here. I was talking to a friend at work yesterday, and she had mentioned her dad who'd had a major operation and he died 10 years later. And she said they found out later on that the operation he'd had needed follow-ups and they needed repair work done, and it was never followed up upon. So it got me wondering if the major operation I've had needs the same sort of thing. So I was doing a search last night and I found more research about it. They said if you've had the operation I had and you didn't have cancer, you just had pancreatitis, I can't say it, then it can be lifelong. It's like curative. That lasts however long you live for. But if you've had cancer, which I did, it said if you've had pancreatic cancer, your chances of still being at the 5-year point is virtually none. But if you've had like cancer, like in my case, it was, what the hell was it called? Ampullary adenocarcinoma, which affects the pancreas and the duodenum, blah, 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 and the ampulla. Said if you didn't have any lymph node involvement, you might get the 5-year point. There's about a 40% chance of getting the 5-year point. But I had lymph node involvement and I had a spread as well to my kidney. So they said you've got about a 5 to 10% chance of getting to the 5-year point. And I think I've got CDS now. I had homeopathy. I've got other things going on, and it just made us feel so grateful for what I have. I'm already a year into it. I'm still here, my first year later. So I've won the lottery, and I just feel grateful for all the help I've had, for all of you lot within this group, sending all the positivity, the love, the prayers, the healing, and the one-on-one sessions and everything. I just feel so blessed, and work as well. So thank you to you all. Much love. Thank you for your comments. If you're watching the replay, keep the comments going. I'm going to just nip to a few before. So one saying, the feeling of fear around my goal has been replaced with the feelings of excitement. Bingo. I think I broke the addiction. Ooh, that is. You look clear on screen, thank you. Yet procrastination runs rampant in my world. No near. We'll see if we can move through that as time goes on. Yep, from Netflix to this world drama, we need to be in control of our life more. Yes, Kathy. Yes, I'm willing to let go of addiction. Noise is my addiction. Noise in the background. Well, I've been going for half an hour. Hope that was useful. From today or whenever you decide to start, maybe you want to start on the 1st of January or the 2nd of January. That's up to you. But the important thing is to get started. We've got till the end of March. You might achieve your goal before then. All the better. But 90 days gives you a good chance. So share resources in the chat. Any audios you like without breaking copyrights. Any videos. You might have some Zen12, zen12.com. You get a free audio on there, which takes your brainwaves down, gives you the benefit of an hour's meditation within 12 minutes. You could use that every day and visualize yourself doing, being, having. So that's my top tip, zen12.com, to get a free brainwave training audio. So once again, 90 days, a great length of time. And thank you, Danny. Thank you for all your time joining me. Happy New Year. Speak to you all soon. Bye for now.